Now that we have a project goal, the next thing to do is to focus on a specific journey or a specific feature that your product is going to excel in. That makes it different, that makes it unique, that makes your idea so special that it defeats everything else in the market. All right. And here's how we do it. As always, I like to look at the reason why we decide to do this thing or to work on this exercise. So it's really to agree on the most important part of the project to focus on, that by focusing on it, everything else will feel less significant. That means by doing this one thing right, it's going to make your product special. That's the one key differentiation of your product against all of its other competitors. I like to always keep the user persona in mind. If you haven't seen this slide before, go back and have a look at documenting the user persona. In that segment, I explained how to come up with the user persona details, but we're going to focus on basically Olive, who is a health food cafe owner in the City Fringe area. We've previously covered Olive's facts, pain points, are her problems, her behavior, and her desired needs. The next thing that you need to keep in mind as well is the project goal. If you haven't seen this before, go back and have a look at writing a specific project goal. But the project goal that we have here is, in 2 years' time, this app will be the go-to food catering platform in the country, offering smart, personalized, and trusted services to its partners and customers that food catering orders will be easy and accessible to many. Now, by having the user persona and the project goal in mind, you're going to be able to do the next exercise. First of all, you need to pull up your user journey map. We've covered the user journey map in drawing the user journey map segment, which was under our vision program. What you want to do is pull it up and have a look at it. Here's what it looked like. So we covered steps on how does a user discover, learn, use, make decision-making processes, up to the process where they finally achieve their goals. Have a look at that map and then try to imagine the features that's going to make your product unique and the ones that you think is going to be so important that all you need to do is almost doing that feature right and that feature only. And so if I was the product owner or the product manager or the startup of this business, I'm going to highlight certain things. And let's say it's about the journey where the user creates an account, manage the menu, adds or edit the menu and publishes it, manage orders, fulfill orders, and schedule delivery, which might be the key thing that I want to get right. So what I'm going to do is just highlight those things and ignore everything else for now. And once I've done that, I've got that as my key focus of the project. It's really about making sure that the experiences in creating a menu, editing, and adding a menu is so easy and so simple. And that way I'm able to publish the menu and easily display catering packages online. And Olive, our user as well, will be able to manage her orders, fulfill orders, schedule delivery, and seamlessly integrate with the delivery provider. And by doing those things right, I'm sure that no one else is doing that at the moment in the market, that my product is going to be unique. So this is the main focus that's going to lead me to focusing further into the solution that I or my team may be able to come up with in the next process. So if you have got yourself to this point now, I just wanted to say congratulations, because what you've done is you've taken a big leap that is just disguised as a small step. There's so much that you've done so far without you knowing, because you have focused on a certain experience within the larger ecosystem of your product. What happens most of the time is people will try to focus on so many different things that they don't end up getting anything right. So by you focusing on one or two main things and focusing on the design and the experience and the delivery of all of that, that will come up with the byproduct of all of that is essentially you being able to answer the rest of the other questions around the rest of the other experiences, and without making it too complex for yourself as well, that it just simplifies the whole thing. So the common theme here is that you're just progressing from small steps into bigger steps without you even knowing. And I love this quote from Robin Sharma. He's mentioned, "Slow, steady progress is better than daily excuses," which is 100% right. Because if you look at the leaders in the world, what they've done is they've just made smaller changes every now and then. They've made optimization works and improvements. It's, again, not so much about achieving perfection, because there will never be perfection at all. If anything at all, you learn as you go, and you learn the market changes and their expectation changes. And at the end of the day, all you're trying to do is just trying to keep up with that. So it's very important for you to progress without worrying too much about being the most perfect thing ever. So from here on, let's continue to focus on to just progress, making small steps all the time, that eventually is going to lead you to that final product launch of your dream. Really, that's a beautiful thing, and I've witnessed many of that before. Other materials that you may like from this Discover program is writing a specific project goal, and lightning demo, which is a fun show and tell process. Right, have a good day.